Hi friends, today we're going to be reading another story from our bedtime favorites. It's going to be Winnie the Pooh, Piglet's Night Lights. It was twilight in the 100-acre wood when Winnie the Pooh knocked on Piglet's door. "Ready for a camp out, Piglet?" Pooh called. Piglet opened the door, looked around anxiously. "Are you really quite sure about this, Pooh?" he asked. "It's getting awfully dark out there, and it's so light and cozy in here. Maybe we could just camp out in my living room." "That would be a camp in, not a camp out," Pooh said. He reminded Piglet that their friends would be going too. Pooh helped Piglet get ready. He stuffed acorn muffins into Piglet's backpack while Piglet packed his favorite blanket and teddy bear. "I have the feeling that I'm forgetting something," Piglet said. "Well, let's see. We have honey." He patted the sticky honey pot in his backpack. "We have plenty of muffins. What else could we possibly need for a campout?" As Pooh and Piglet walked towards the campsite, it got darker and darker. Piglet got a little more frightened. "What's that?" he said, pointing to the scary-looking shape in the trees. "I'm not very certain," Pooh said nervously. "Maybe if we close our eyes, it will go away." He and Piglet shut their eyes and stood very still. "Hello down there," called a voice from above. Pooh and Piglet both jumped and startled. All they could see were two eyes. "Why, it's me, Owl," the voice said. "I thought you two might need help finding the others." "Oh, thank you, Owl," Piglet said. When the friends reached the campsite, it was completely dark. Pooh bumped into Rabbit, who was struggling to put up the tent. "Well, don't just stand there," Rabbit said. "I need help, and I can get it." "I need help, can I get it?" "Wait, I need help, I can get it." "Did I hear someone say help?" Tigger called, bouncing into the clearing. "Have no fear, Tigger's here with elimination," he said proudly, holding up a lantern. "Oh, and you brought a light too?" cried Piglet, peeking out from under the hood of his jacket. "Thank goodness, it's awfully dark out here." While the friends got to work setting up the tent, Piglet began to unpack. "Oh no," he wailed. "I forgot my nightlight. I can't sleep without one." He wrung his hands. "What am I going to do?" "Don't worry, buddy, old boy. You can use my lanterns as a nightlight." Just then, the lantern flickered out. On second thought, Tigger said, digging through Rabbit's bags. "Long ears must have something in here that you can use." Tigger pulled out a kite, a flower pot, kitchen pans. Finally, he spotted a flashlight. Tigger turned it on, but nothing happened. At that moment, there was a crash in a nearby bush. "Look who we found," Pooh exclaimed. He pointed to Eeyore, who was standing next to Rabbit and Owl. Eeyore looked around. "Can't have a camp out without a campfire," he said. Everyone agreed. They gathered some sticks, and soon the fire was burning. "Campfires certainly are pleasant," Piglet said. "They do a fantalicious job cooking marshmallows too," cried Tigger, wrestling with a particularly gooey marshmallow. "Fire is fine," Rabbit said, "but I think sunlight is the best of all. It makes my vegetables grow." "I like the way the sun warms my tummy when I lie in the grass," Pooh said. "The colors in the sunset are splendid," Piglet said. "Look at the shadow on the tent," Tigger interrupted. "That looks like your tail to me," Rabbit said with a smile. "Well, what do you know?" Tigger replied. "Guess what this is," Rabbit said, fluttering his hands like a butterfly. Tigger and Owl looked at the tent. The shape was moving on it. "Why, it's a shadow puppet," Owl declared. The friends played shadow puppets until bedtime. Then almost everyone went to bed. Piglet wouldn't leave the light of the fire, though. Pooh decided to keep him company. After a short walk, the fire began to fade. Maybe we should go to sleep now, Piglet, Pooh said, yawning. I can't sleep without my nightlight, Pooh, Piglet replied. Pooh tapped his forehead to make up any ideas that might be there. Think, he said. Looking up at the night sky, Pooh thought of something. The stars are all kinds of lights, Piglet, he said, pointing up at the sparkling stars. Just then, a firefly landed in between Pooh's eyes. Crossing his eyes to see, Pooh tumbled off the log he was sitting on. And so are fireflies, he added. Piglet looked around. There are nightlights everywhere, he cried. Piglet pointed at the moon. Look how bright the moon is tonight. It's even brighter than my own nightlight. I feel much better. Do you think you'd be able to sleep now, Piglet? Pooh asked his friend with a huge yawn. But Piglet didn't answer. He was already fast asleep. I hope you heard about Piglet's nightlight story. Have a good day.